The second question on the call was about the upgrade environment and financials. Hans mentioned there have been many quarters of decline in iPhone upgrades, just phone upgrades in general. Customers are keeping their phones for several years. He spoke to the voluntary separation packs. He spoke to overseas customer care. He was speaking to those items. Sampath followed up, speaking to 2024 being the slowest year ever in upgrades. He said, we have to see improvements. The life of device on average is beyond 40 months at this point. Customers will be due for switching or upgrading based on 36-month installment outcomes, right? So if you're at 40 plus months, you're due for an upgrade. Do you think that that is the calculus? Do you think that is what's going to happen this year, that eventually, if we're talking 40 months or longer, Moose, these people are on iPhone 11s and 12s?
Yeah, and that is true. I've seen those on the Verizon network. But, I just popped open the earnings presentation, and I'm looking for the percentage of equipment upgrades, or like the upgrade rate.
It was like, for the year, it was like under 3%.
Yeah,
but it was elevated in the fourth quarter.
Sure, the fourth quarter was the shining star, but it's the holiday quarter.
But I mean, it was the holiday quarter in the fourth quarter last year, and they didn't see this kind of uptick. So I mean, I think to Sampath's point, I think
maybe it's turning the corner, right? I got you.
I think there may be some validity to what Sampath is saying. I think eventually the customer is going to break the phone, whatever the case may be, or be enticed by $1,000 off of a device, literally a free iPhone. I mean, people do the best that they can to try to preserve their phones, but things happen. And so because of that, Sampath may have a point. At the end of the day, if the upgrade rate upticks a little bit, it's a little bit healthier, that's fine. But I mean, no carrier is going to get but so upset about that if we're being honest, because it's empty calories anyway. Only the market cares about that kind of stuff, and Apple.
Yeah, but I mean, what's important is we're starting to see a connection to customer acquisition and ARPU, because they're starting to sell them on the multiple services. So we're seeing the carriers are fighting more for customers now.
I agree, but I'm talking specifically about upgrades.
But the upgrade is part of the thing and attracting the customer.
It's attracting the customer to be able to talk to the company,
correct,
so that they can sell, so they can upsell. So I agree with you there, but the actual upgrade itself is empty calories.
Sure.
So if you can upsell the customer to a higher tier plan, or to get FiOS, or to get AT&T Fiber, or to get Internet Air, or to get Verizon's fixed wireless access product, if you have the ability to do that, now the upgrade makes sense for the business, like for the actual carrier.
Right.
But upgrades themselves, none of the carriers have been crying about upgrades. That's only been the investors and Apple who've been upset about the upgrades. There's empty calories. Like, the carrier doesn't make any money off that.